r/insane people Facebook. Do you have any insane people on your social media feeds? Post screenshots here. This image picture shows society. If vape was legal, vape being legal would benefit society because men would no longer be angry or full of tension because they have vape many women. I want China to make vape legal. It would benefit me in China. I'm also anti-women. Society. If vape was legal. Would never guess they were anti-woman. Good thing they cleared that up. Yeah, I was certain he was a feminist up to that point. This seems ironic. Yeah. It's obviously a dumb joke, maybe even satire, but people love believing that they have found the absolute worst misogynists the same way they crave broadcasting their hate for all the mean racists in the world. Virtue signaling comes with a lack of self-awareness. John Edmonds says he's killed 18 greys with a samurai sword during his time at the ranch. Arizona man sells his $6.5 million ranch because of constant, violent alien attacks. In other news, new owner of ranch finds mass grave filled with 18 immigrants behind ranch. Is Stardust code for PCP or a gateway to it? Stardust is cocaine. Real disco stuff. Those aliens are pretty dumb if they spent the resources required to travel thousands of light years just to mess with some farmer and not even bring armor or weapons for defense. All dem fancy weapons and gadgets have nothing against a redneck with a katana. While you were perfecting interstellar travel I studied the blade. Yeah, just like the white man tell you there's oxygen from trees, but can't prove to you they do. But I dumbassed it. You don't believe trees produce oxygen. Lol no, the nice Egyptians barely had trees, but they round here breathing good, but okay. Wow, I really am sorry, I didn't know you were this dense. I'll go, you can have the win in this argument, I don't want it. Going to start telling stupid people you can have the W in this argument, I don't want it. When I see people like this, I tend to think that it's only a matter of time before they can't navigate their way out of a plastic bag on their head, so their time is limited. Let the man have his stupid thoughts. Soon enough he'll have no thoughts at all. Unfortunately not before he contributes his DNA to the gene pool. Apple announces its first new iPad in 4 years. Good. Because I refuse to buy my 17-year-old a cell phone. I'll get him one of these, and he can text me when he's on Wi-Fi, and can order an Uber to take him home from school. 17. Huh. That kid must be counting down the days until his next birthday. Once he's 18 he's not my problem anymore. You won't be his either. What parent makes their kid order an Uber to get home from school? The kind of parent that says, once he's 18 he's not my problem anymore. Pay me $30 and I will embark your man to see if he will cheat on you. For an additional $10, I will meet up with him on a date and let you catch us and act like I don't know you. Feel free to bring a friend to record. If you want to beat him up I can take him to a abandoned place for extra $40. For an extra $50 I'll fight him with you. For hire. Help me get to the Cardi B concert. A Cardi B fan. That actually explains a lot. For an extra $50, I'll drug your man and rob him. Yeah, this is about as real as Donald Trump's tan. My son thinks vaccines are okay. How do I explain to him that vaccines cause autism and cancer? It's a well-known fact that vaccines literally kill you. Vaccines were designed to abort your child after birth, I think. But now my son is telling me that they are normal and all his friends get vaccines. How do I convince him that vaccines are designed to kill you with their dangerous chemicals like acid and mercury? They contain acid, which is bad, totally unlike lemonade, soda water or vinegar, or DNA. Don't tell me, let me guess. Trump is not your president and you can't get a job because capitalism has failed. So the whole can't get a job because capitalism has failed is pretty ironic. That's Mariah Jo's Christina, who is a lawyer and also is an entrepreneur and owns her own tattoo studio and a boutique where she sells her own clothing line. Additionally, Trump is not her president because she's Mexican, lol. Why gives a toss? Why does she do that to her body? And I really do not care one iota. Posts picture of a mushroom. This mushroom is poisonous. Comment. Actually that particular strain of mushroom is not poisonous at all. Who gives a damn? Why does it look poisonous then? And I really do not care one iota. Points to a man who is sleeping on the ground. This man is sleeping on the ground. Comment. Actually, he's quite dead. You can see on his wiki that he had died 40 years ago. This is a picture of him dead for a few days now. Who gives a damn? Why does he have to dirty his clothes like that? Why didn't he change into something more clean and not lie on the ground? I'd rather receive false information and keep my conservative views than receive true information and follow a socialistic agenda. Well, there it is. The dumbest bloody thing I've ever read. Ignorance is bliss. More like ignorance is piss. More like ignorance is this. Look at these little refugee babies just years old. Those tiny little hands, those tiny little fingers, those sad faces, those precious lives. Hashtag are you really pro-life? Unfortunately their ancestors were / are unable to build a normal society that they don't want to flee, so their DNA is worthless. So we are promoting straight up eugenics now? They likely wouldn't call it eugenics, only because they don't know the meaning of the word eugenics, and it's too many syllables. Because Lord knows the Germans, Dutch, Irish, and Italians weren't fleeing anything when they came here. No, they were just good old-fashioned entrepreneurs and stuff. But they had good DNAs, the kind of DNA that can build a good society, the white DNA. 100 years ago the idea that Italians were white would be considered incredibly left-wing. Amazing. Overheard at Whole Foods. I need to read the numbers on the barcodes aloud to you. I don't want any lasers touching my food. This actually happened to my buddy who used to work at a pharmacy. He was scanning some products for some old lady and she held up a product and instead of taking it from her, he scanned it from her hand and she freaked on him. Accused him of trying to kill her by giving her cancer or something, trying to get the manager involved. Apparently she went berserk and just started screaming at him about how the laser is going to kill her and he just pulled the trigger and whatever other crazy stuff. If it had been a long day and I hated my job, I'd have probably ended up just non-stop blasting the lady with it. Does this person not know the lasers are used to scan the products into inventory too? Also, lasers were most likely used by machinery at the packaging plant to check alignment of the products on the production line as well. Lasers are everywhere. They're pretty harmless unless you look directly at them. Who are you and why are you posting on blank's wall? Question mark. This is her man and I'm not going to ask again. Why are you posting on her wall? I wrote happy birthday, but I send birthday wishes to everyone on my list. You should try it. Never know who needs a boost. They might be stuck with some miserable possessive a-hole. Cuckoo-pag. She doesn't need your nagged wishes. Unfriend her immediately or there will be consequences. You're a pathetic bitch boy. I could take you easy. Yeah? Balls deep? I wonder if she knows she is dating a psycho. It turns out he's not even her boyfriend. Just some psycho stalker from the other side of the country. Edit. At least one other person got the same message. They ignored it, as I prob should have. Edit. 3 people. Yikes. They think that women, YouTubers can't go to heaven because men masturbate over them. This is crazy. Rubbed one out for them. Now no one goes to heaven. Give the man a cape. He's earned it. Carefully, he's a hero. Watch your hands. He just finished. That's hero juice. Donald J. Trump. Be careful and try staying in your house. Large parts of the country are suffering from tremendous amounts of snow and near record-setting cold. Amazing how big this system is. Wouldn't be bad to have a little of that good old-fashioned global warming right now. Satan. Give me your phone, Donald. Please tell me this is a real tweet. Yeah, it is. At first I thought I was on a meme subreddit, but nope, just a normal day on the president's Twitter. Ugh, this physically hurt. How much is it going to take to get rid of him? My kid says he is depressed. I already took his phone away. Is there anything else I can do to get him out of this phase? The beatings will continue until morale improves. When my mom found out I was suicidal when I was 13, she told all the other moms and everyone at her work, then hired a guy to set up a keylogger to track all my online conversations. Took almost 10 years for me to be able to socialize or have friends again. Are the good old Mexican cure that cure all ailments. You're sad, depressed. Come here, you son of a bitch, I'll give you something to be sad about. Word for word what my grandpa would tell my mom and her siblings. Woman shouldn't say bad words. Retweet if you agree. Hello Nick. I'm a reporter with KLWG in Boys. I'm doing a story on men that have never pleasured a woman sexually. May I use your tweets? Poor Mr. Foonts must now delete his Twitter and live out his days in a remote monastery. Damn, never heard of this dude. Looked him up. Turns out he's a nationalist who hates diversity and immigrants and is Mexican. But he apparently did a 23andMe test to see if he could justify his hatred towards non-whites. It turned out he's 91% white, so at least his hatred is consistent. Can you not like my boyfriend's pictures on Instagram? Thanks. Your boyfriend is my cousin lol. That doesn't give you a right to like his pictures. Great foundation for a relationship. No issues there with control or insecurity whatsoever.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.
Please subscribe, like and leave a comment. Much love to you all.